Hello everyone! Flower Girl, yeah. Pink is going to read the legend of Nessie. You know Nessie? I think you must know it. Introduction. Is a Loch Ness monster a myth or a legend? Wait a minute, I'm taking what is myth. Okay, so what is a myth here? What do you think it is?
Myth.
Okay, I quit. People have described seeing something strange emerging from the dark waters of the Loch Ness in Scotland. They have described an animal similar to the descriptions of ancient dragons or sea serpents. The monster has a dark body, long neck, sheep-like head, and two more humps on his back. The monster, called Nessie, is named after a large lake in which it lives. Okay, so yeah. Strange creatures of the sea are found in many legends, myths, and stories. Scottish myths have been passed down about a water spirit called a kelpie that looks like a horse. When sailors first start sailing beyond the side of land, they talk about seeing monsters at sea. Some of the monsters were described as being so large that they could swallow a ship. According to legend, these huge, horrible beasts guard treasures at the bottom of the sea. Could Nessie be one of these monsters of myth or legend? The Loch Ness. Oh, not that. Monster sightings. Over 1,400 years, curious people have taken Nessie sightings seriously. Seriously! Yeah, very seriously. I'm scared. Scientists have even used NASA's computers along with underwater cameras and other equipment to test the lodge. But long before the system began in the 1970s, our sources saw the monsters in the lodge. The record sighting was 565 by an Irish missionary called Saint Columba. The report said he asked for servants to swim across the lodge to get a boat. The creature came to surface, roared, and opened his mouth. Columba commanded to go back, be quiet, and don't touch the man. It did, and every sighting since then have been quiet and peaceful. People kept Nessie sightings quiet until the 1930s when cameras became popular. Nessie hunting took off with a flash. People want to catch Nessie, at least in picture. House people who live in this area had signed a statement promising that they have seen the monster. Most of them have argued near the heart of classrooms. The classrooms are located in the midpoint of the lodge, where the water is deepest. Some of the strange water creatures are not unkey to the Loch Ness. Have reported seeing similar creatures in at least 265 lakes and rivers around the world. Some people think the creature might be a type of saltwater mammal fish. Some think the Nessie sightings are prehistoric reptiles that some have survived over millions of years. When the trench was created under the last ice age, a group of beasts became landlocked. Fact or fiction? Some people accept reports of Nessies as fact, but the believers cite similar descriptions of Nessie in American eyewitness reports possible sonar evidence. I think that the reports of legend to keep children away from the deep cold waters of the lodge. The non-believers cite the lack of the hard scientific evidence that proves Nessie is real. They have tried to make the world believe Nessie by real booking hoaxes. These hoaxes are tricks that keep the legend of the Loch Ness monster alive. A few of the most famous hoaxes are based on photographs. People thought a photo of 3 humps of a real monster. Here's a big picture of 3 bales of hay covered in black hair. A famous photograph from 1934 turned out to be a fake sea serpent head attached to a submarine. Our hoax in 1934 got people excited when they saw a giant footprint in the mud or the bank of the lodge. They used stuffed his potato food to make the footprint. Since it got involved despite all the hoaxes, they wanted to learn whether Nessie was real and put an end to the mystery. There wasn't enough constant evidence people couldn't explain. For example, sonar picked up a long object moving and 180 feet in the lodge. That is too deep for most fish. Let's say a map of the entire lodge. In 1987, scientists launched Operation Deep Scan. 24 boats to map the bottom and sides to launch sonar equipment. Sonar used around today identify the shapes or objects. The sound is sent off from a sonar machine. The sound hits an object, the sound bounces back as an echo. Scientists measure the time it takes for the sound to bounce back, which helps them create a picture. The machine used in large structures the object can't be seen under the murky water. Some sounds from Operation Deep Scan were echoes in the large deep sites. No one explained that at least one echo from large and moving up to 200 feet down. No one was sure which object it was. Was it Nessie? Yes, I do. Studying the lodge returned up our findings. In 1981, the lodge's project found a fish called red-bellied Arctic char. They have been living at depth of over 700 feet for over 12,000 years. Since the last ice age, experts thought the waters were too cold for life below a few hundred feet. The red-bellied Arctic char surprised them. Conclusion: maybe the lodge's monster will one day lose its legendary status. It might someday identify a new species of fish. How Nessie remains a mystery. The mystery of the greatest appeal. The legend continues to capture people's imaginations. Look at this. Do you see Nessie anywhere? I see Nessie. That's just a rock. Okay, so let's just go bye-bye now, because I'm more work to do.